Yo, what is up guys? Loki here, back at it again with another YouTube video. The Zenless Zone Zero dev team is proving that they can be just as based as the Honkai Star Rail dev team. They're adding a lot of features, a lot of UI updates, a lot of combat updates, and I am all for it. Let's get right into it. So to start here, throughout this journey, we have also realized that many areas of the game need further refinement and optimization. We have received invaluable feedback from you, such as improving the connection between the HDD TV mode and combat experience. Just gonna say that because there's this where I had just so many people being just crazy disrespectful and just dickheads in my comment section. Like, I don't care if you disagree, right? Like, like some of these comments were like heinous. They were so heinous, right? Like, I had to blacklist people, and now they're just typing into the void thinking their comment can be seen. That's one of the things I love about YouTube. But like, I don't care if you disagree with a point. I don't care. Like, I'm all for debating. I think it's healthy. I think debating is healthy, right? But when you just are just like, no, you're an idiot, you're wrong, stop complaining, that's where we have like an issue. That's where you're just gonna get your comment removed and you're gonna be typing to the void and no one's gonna see your comment. So there's that. But so people were because there was someone that did say, oh, no one thinks this, everyone thinks the TVs are fine. I had that comment. I was like, what do you mean? what Anyway, so I had to change that title to do the TVs ruin story immersion, just to like get less hate, which I do think the TVs do ruin the story immersion. I would like to see more of the comic book style, more cutscenes. Anyways, let's get into it. So, offering more diverse and challenging combat options and optimizing some repetitive exploration experiences. Okay, optimizing some repetitive exploration experiences, cool. So that seems like the overall interface of the TVs are going to change. Not that they're going to make it easier, they're just going to make it maybe more interactive, make it more engaging. Totally okay with that. So they have been getting feedback. So I was definitely right about that. They have been getting feedback 100%. Optimization is expected to be implemented in version 1.1 in terms of the narrative experience. In the latest story mission of 1.1 for the first time, you will be able to interact with new Eridu's neighborhoods and fight through levels to advance the story's progress from the perspective of the mission's protagonist. So most of the time the story's told through Weiss and Bell, and then we have like maybe like a comic book strip type cutscene involving whoever's actually doing the fighting. So I think we're gonna have more hands-on experience with those characters this time. So I'm totally okay with that. This is a big one. I asked for this in my first impressions video. That video didn't shoot to the moon or anything, so not a lot of people saw it, but I asked for this specifically. A button for manual chain attack mode will be added to the squad lineup interface before entering combat. In this mode, after stunning an enemy, your actions will not trigger other agents' chain attacks. Additionally, a cancel chain attack combo function will be added to combat, allowing you to choose whether to use the manual chain attack mode according to your preferences. So it's cool. So it's there if you want it, right? And then if you're like me and there are times where you can be more optimal, like the multipliers and chain attacks, like they're great. Chain attacks do a lot of damage, they're fantastic. But there are times where, like, let's say I'm on Ellen and I have my alt charged, right? Alt chain attack, let's say the orbs on them from Nicole, I chain attack into Sokaku to proc fly the flag, right? And then I go into like Ellen, and then after Ellen does the little like stomp spin thing, it tries to pull me off to either Sokaku or Nicole, right? But my alt charged on Ellen. I want to get my alt off because this is during stagger. This is during the stun of the enemy. This is 150% damage multiplier. So having to wait that 2 seconds is like kind of annoying, because that's 2 seconds on stagger that is getting reduced, and that's the meat of your damage during that the days of the enemy. That is the biggest point at which you're gonna getting most of your damage, right? It's the Final Fantasy VII remake stagger system, the rebirth stagger system that was adopted from Final Fantasy 13, and I don't know if a game came up with it before that, but I'm sure there is. But a lot of games are starting to do this stagger system where you do a certain amount of damage, or you fulfill certain conditions, enemy goes down, you get in the meat of your damage, right? So that's cool that that's now an option. In terms of combat, we have added a series of challenging combat missions and game modes that will be continuously updated. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this means that, because I know in Honkai Star Rail, right? You guys don't play HSR. In Honkai Star Rail, they added, so there's the in-game game mode, the Shiyu defense. In Honkai Star Rail, that's called the Memory of Chaos, right? Shortly after that, they came out with the mode for your, that's basically for your lesser used characters, called Pure Fiction. And this is just like a speed run game mode, right? Just wave after wave after wave of enemies. And it has the same reward system as Memory of Chaos. After that, there are still characters that don't get a lot of playtime. So they came out with another mode specifically for, which is it's essentially a boss rush game mode. And that's called Apocalyptic Shadow. Again, same rewards as Memory of Chaos. They're on a different cycle though, right? You have your MOC. After your 2 weeks of MOC, you have your Pure Fiction, and then you have your Apocalyptic Shadow, and I think they like intertwine during certain times. But that's how that works. So that's what I think they're alluding to. Okay, in Shiyu defense, we have improved the display of enemy attribute resistances. Okay, I asked for this as well, making it easier for you to select suitable agents for challenge, right? I asked for that, but also another thing that I hope they do change in the UI. It's very hard to see, if it's not like hard to see, but it's pretty small when an enemy is let's say I want to proc like disorder, right? Let's say I have like ice on them, and then I want to corrupt them with ether, right? I can't really see that meter like fill up. Like I wish that was a little bit bigger, and I know they are making combat UI changes, so I do hope that does get addressed. The battle menu interface on mobile devices will allow you to customize certain UI buttons with a preset plan, so you can choose the controls that best suit your playstyle. So you guys let me know if that's something that is big for you guys. I don't play on mobile, so 1.2, for completed story missions and exploration commissions with uncollected rewards, aka TVs. Explorations are only in TVs. We will be adding a fairy assistance feature. That is the temporary name. Once you meet certain requirements, you can hand over these missions to fairy and receive all of the uncollected commission rewards after a certain period of time. So my previous video, it's the whole preface for the video was observation data being locked behind TVs. I don't like that. It doesn't feel good, right? Now I'll be able to collect not just the well, I'm assuming you will be able to collect the observation data because it is a reward. But there's also a certain amount of Denny's, and then either character level up material or W engine level up material that you will be able to collect with this fairy assistance feature. So this is a good change. I like this. Let's see. When exploring the monitor array, the automatic accelerated playback, when enabled, will not be interrupted by other events. Okay, additionally, the animation playback speed for some events will be increased, providing a smoother gaming experience. So in the TVs, you have the option to speed it up. Now, I think what they mean by this is it's going to be smoother. So there are times where it slows down, and like you'll speed it up, it'll slow back down if like someone's talking or they're trying to explain something. Maybe it'll be sped up the entire time to make it smoother. Preset lineup feature will be added. Cool. Surprised that wasn't in the game day one, low-key. The entrance location for agent training will be adjusted, and repeated combat stages will be added, making it easier to access training and familiarize yourself with agent specific controls. Okay, cool. We like that. After reaching a certain internet level, a feature that allows you to freely change the time will be unlocked, making it more convenient to adjust the in-game time. So there are times where, let's say you have like a hangout quest in the morning, right? And there's also something else you have going on in the morning, but you can only do one because after you do the quest in the morning, it's now afternoon. Maybe they're saying I'll be able to just schedule everything for the morning, do it all in the morning, and then like adjust my time. I'm not sure exactly what they mean by this, or they mean, because typically right now you can only move the time ahead by one like subsection, right? So like morning, afternoon, like night, and then like what's it, like the midnight or whatever. Now you'll be able to consistently move it without your character being like, oh, you've rested too much today. So that's cool. Based on the feedback, we've optimized the background brightness and some commissions. Okay. Oh yeah, like the Lycan costs. Maybe that's what they mean. It's like too dark. It's a little too dark. I don't know if any of the observation material is actually missable, but in that specific mission, but it's really, really dark. Maybe that's exactly what they mean. I'm not sure if I specifically had an issue with that myself. But I play on like super high saturation brightness on my monitor, so currently you can only control Wise or Bell in the city instead of other agents you have obtained. In the special program live stream of later versions, we will announce our current progress and future plans. Stay tuned. Maybe you can walk around with like Shuyan. If you want to stare at her ass all day, maybe that's an option you can do now. Continuously improving the models for some agents and provide proxies with an improved visual experience. This sounds like more UI changes. We will continuously optimize the interface interaction experience and combat interface UI. All proxies are welcome to explore the game further and let us know your suggestions. Cool. So this is a good start. This is for sure a good start. All in all, I'm super excited for this. Yeah, they even said in the 1.1 story, a more of a rally style rather than like the TVs. So people were complaining about that. So everyone that was just waffling in the comment section, you were wrong. You were wrong. Yo, massive buffs to the gameplay overall experience. Good stuff right here. Yeah, like this is huge. W. Huge improvements. Actually amazing. Devs listen moment. That proves my point. I will see you guys on the next one. Let me know what you guys think about the upcoming changes in version 1.1. Also, good luck on your polls for Shuyan. She's an amazing character. We will be talking about the tier list very soon. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.